Hi. Go ahead and have a seat. My name is Crystal. I'll be doing your interview today.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's nice to meet you, Anna. Let me read over this real quick and we'll get started, okay? Okay. So let me first begin by telling you a little bit about our law firm. We are seeking someone as a paralegal, legal assistant, and you must be fluent in Spanish. Experience in immigration is a plus, but we will be willing to train you. Must have a desire to work with and help the immigrant community of Austin. Must be able to work every Saturday. Be punctual. The ability to work in a fast-paced environment. Have good organizational skills. Be dependable and follow instructions. And a professional appearance. I see here on your resume that you do speak Spanish. Proficient in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Excel. You've been at the Grimes County District Clerk's Office for 10 years, and you're currently taking classes for a paralegal degree. Okay. All right. I have a few questions for you. I'd like you to tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I am 30 years old. I was born and raised in Grimes County, and I have worked for the district clerk's office in Grimes County for a little bit over 10 years. And at the moment I'm attending Blinn College to get my associate's degree in paralegal, a legal assistant. And I would like to further my education more and be involved more and take courses over the immigration law and learn a little bit more about that.
Okay, sounds good. And what attracted you to this company?
What attracted me was that I have always had the desire and wanting to help people with immigration problems, the immigrant community. With everything that's going on now, with immigration, the reform, and the deferred action, and all the stuff that's going on now, I guess I really never noticed is how close to the, how close to home it was hitting, or how much of it's affecting me, and opened up eyes to see it in different views. And I see that y'all also have that desire. You also like to help people with that the immigrant community. And it's in Austin. I've always wanted to live in Austin, relocate there. And I've been looking at the University of Texas, and they offer some courses regarding immigration studies. And so,
Okay, that sounds good. What three character traits would your friends use to describe you?
they would probably say I'm a hard worker, I'm loyal, and trustworthy.
Okay. Well, I have your resume, and we are going to be interviewing other applicants for the job. And I should be getting back in touch with you within a week.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. It was nice meeting you. Mr. Gilden?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Hi. I'm Anna, and I'll be doing your interview today.
Here's my resume.
Okay. Let me look. Take a few minutes to look over this, and then we'll get started.
Okay.
Okay. Let me tell you a little bit about the position we're seeking to fill. It is for the administrative paralegal at the Harris County Sheriff's Department. Um, we are looking for a paralegal, a certified paralegal with at least experience about 3 years. I do see that you've just recently you recently graduated with an associate's degree from Blinn College?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me just tell you a little bit more. You would be responsible for assisting the sheriff and chief administrative officers, including support staff assigned to the Office of Legal Counsel conducting the business of that office. You will be responsible for keeping up with legislative changes and updates, and assist in preparation of documents necessary whenever either you
get a subpoena or upon written request regarding inmates or other employees. You may be required to work more than 40 hours a week and sometimes over the weekends, and you could be on call for 24-hour on call, depending on certain deadlines that we need to meet. So I do see that you have had some experience working at the Sheriff's Department for Brazos County?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so everything looks good. Let me ask you a few questions and then tell me a little bit about yourself.
I was born, let's see, in a small town outside of Waco. I'm 33 years old. I've lived in Brazos County for about 20 years. That's where I was working at the sheriff's office there, so I have kind of the inner workings of the sheriff's office. I know how the you know, the office is run. I was a distribution officer, so I was actually guarding inmates and stuff like that. But I know the inner workings of the system and how to look up the charges and the filing of paperwork and stuff. I just recently graduated, so I do have the fresh knowledge of the legal side of everything. So I think my experience in the sheriff's office, and the fact that I have the associate's degree as a paralegal would help further what you're looking for.
So if you got this position, tell me how you would fit in and what interested you in getting this position.
What interested me was the fact that it was for the sheriff's office and that I know the inner workings of it. Did it for 2.5 years, I believe, and know how things work, so I know what you can and can't do with information, um, and have always kind of had that law background, so always wanted to work in some kind of law field.
Okay, well, everything looks good. You have other candidates that we will be interviewing, and like I said, there are some candidates that have a little bit more experience already in the work field for paralegal.
Okay.
But we will call you back. We'll call you back in about a week. If you don't hear from us, please contact our office. I do have your contact information. And so in about a week, I will.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.